Hey guys, how you doing? This is Sharon with UCDI, subsidiary of Do Something Daily LLC. Hey, listen, last Saturday we were doing some things with T Skills within our Knowledge or Nonsense thing, within the Knowledge or Nonsense brand. And we began to talk about consistency. And as we got into consistency, we had a lady on named Jelena. She had such great insight about consistency and knowing your why, but there were some technical difficulties. And in subsequent conversations, even since then, it was really a lot of not a lot of buzz, but there was like a lot of feedback and a lot of conversation as it regards to consistency, in regards to consistency. And so for this week, at least for this week, I know, instead of just saying seeing your way to success and saying different things about each of those C's, we're going to continue to do that on the Saturday show, but from Saturday to Saturday, as in Monday through Friday, not Sunday. I'm chilling. I'm chilling on Sunday. But I'm just gonna share some things. If it can help you, great. If not, and you know this, then by all means scroll on and do something else. But I want to talk about consistency. Some of you know that I am a John Maxwell trainer. I like things about leadership. I like to read on leadership. I've been studying leadership, oh my gosh, for decades. I can literally say for decades. Age tell, but I wanted to talk about the law of consistency. John Maxwell has a book, and it's talking about like the 15 laws of growth. There's some growth in there, and he talks about what Jeleni was pointing out about growth gaps and how those gaps actually help you as you bridge those gaps. They help you recognize skill sets and master certain skill sets. But one of the laws in this book is the law of consistency. And basically, he says that motivation gets you going, but discipline is what keeps you going. And when you're consistent in an area, it is something you do. You do that in a disciplined format, even if it's not an area you want to be consistent in. One of the things I know, for years I would hit the snooze button. I would always hit the snooze button, and then I would be like, it's not enough time in the day. I didn't get finished with everything I needed to get finished with. And then one day, I was just laying in the bed and I'd hit snooze a few times because I was waking up before my alarm clock. And I'd been praying, asking the Lord, Father, will you help me? I don't have enough time in the day to do the things I need to do. But God's God and I'm not. And he gave us 24 hours within a day. So obviously it's enough time to do what needs to be done. I was mismanaging that time. I was not doing what I needed to do as it related to prioritizing the right things. And so I was sitting there and I was laying in bed and I kept hitting snooze because I wasn't even hitting snooze on this time. I was just sitting there like, it's not time yet for me to get up. The alarm hasn't gone off. It hasn't gone off, but I'd been praying for months for there to be more time for me to get done what I needed to get done. And as I was laying there, I just clearly heard it was like, get up, Sharon. You're already up. And I was just like, oh, no. And I was putting all this energy into saying, I'm going to get my sleep. I'm going to get this time. And it was like, get up. You're already up. Like, get up when you wake up. And so I had been consistent in hitting snooze. And when you are consistent in doing something, your mind will point resources in that direction on days that you may not have the emotional strength, or you may not, but your mind will pick up the slack for you because it's a wonderful thing. It will do the heavy lifting. And so I began to do and apply consistency in areas I wanted to see returns in, not in areas I didn't want to see a return in. I began to be consistent in areas I wanted to see a return in. And so even though motivation can get you going, like you may listen to me, you may listen to Les Brown, you may listen to Della Toro, you may listen to Oprah, you may listen to people who can get you inspired and you like, yeah, I'm motivated. I'm going to do it. Just like working out, you watch some workout videos and you're like, I'm going to work out. But that's motivation. Discipline is what keeps you growing. Being consistent in the desired areas, having intentional consistency is what keeps you growing. And so I just wanted to share that consistency is a hallmark of excellence. It's a test of greatness. When you are consistent, you are actually able to kind of direct your actions in the places you want to see them go. You're able to give your volition to things you want to give your volition to and not just be ad hoc. So one of the things I wanted to do with these brief segments, and they will be brief, y'all. I'm even because I have somewhere to go today. So one of the things I want to do is I want to ask questions that will help you Define consistency and direct consistency in your own sphere of influence, whether you want to see it in your life, whether you want to help implement it and guide your nieces, nephews, your sons, your daughters in their life, or maybe you want your team to be more consistent in certain areas. I want to help you out. These are some things you can do. You can ask yourself, and you can ask others, what do you want to be consistent in? Define what you want to be consistent in, and then know the why. That's what Jelena was trying to talk about on Saturday when she was like, and then apply a why to that consistency. You can't, you can have one big why if you want, but for each action that you want to be consistent in, and each area that you want to implement consistency, put a why on that, so that you know what the reward is, you know what the prize is, you know what you're working toward. And if you're working on something that you're not working toward, stop being consistent in those areas. So again, know what you want to be consistent in, know how you want to be consistent. How are you going to demonstrate this consistency? What methodology are you going to use? So you want to identify what you want to be consistent in and why. And then you want to identify how you're going to be consistent and why. Again, the whys will help you because your mind is a wonderful thing. These faculties will do the heavy lifting. And when you attach a why to your what and your how, and you begin to do it a few days while you're motivated, then when you're not motivated, discipline kicks in, and your muscle memory, this muscle training will kick in, and you can continue on that path. So know your what, know your how, and put a why on both of those things. Tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll share some more things about consistency. But for today, for those of you who are wanting to see yourself be consistent in areas that you desire consistency in, intentional consistency, not that ad hoc stuff, not the involuntary stuff, but where you actually are directing your volition and saying, I'm going to work in this area. Select what you want to be consistent in, select how you want to be consistent, and put a why on both of those so that those whys can drive your behavior, and the why can hold you on days that your body or your mind just you may not feel like doing it. Make that decision, decide, commit, act, succeed. And the first things with being consistent is what you want to be consistent in and how you're going to do it. Those are your plans. Put the why to both of those. You don't want the same why on both of them. You want a why that is attached to the how and attached to the what, so that they can help you have a more full understanding, a more robust understanding of the return on investment you're going to get from your consistency. That's all I have for today. My name is Sharon Combs with UCDI Leadership. This is on my personal page as well. So, hey, how y'all doing out there? If you have any questions, or there's any way I can help you with this, let me know. If there's an area that you are wanting to see consistency in, feel free to put it in the chat box. Feel free to share this video. But this week, I'll do these little things. This is me doing this, just as LaSharon doing this. And we're just going to talk about consistency throughout this week. It's just like, oh, I know what consistency is. No, we're going to break it down and we're going to drill down into it, because I want you to see your way to success. If you're at success now, then let's go to the next level. Let's continue to grow. There's no need to plateau. Y'all be safe. God bless. Please feel free to share this video. And if I haven't seen you in a while, just be strong, hold your form. COVID won't last forever. This too shall pass. We're getting back now. We're getting a little more stabilized. So, hey, keep meditating, keep praying, be kind to people, not for wealth or fame, but because it's an awesome thing to do. A smile is the cheapest thing, not cheap. A smile is the least expensive thing that you can give. So give that smile to people. You never know who needs it. Love you guys much. Be safe and God bless.